Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and back for another Ninjago video. Today we'll be speculating on the possibility of a new elemental ability, specifically the element of Storm, being introduced in Ninjago in Season 16. Just a little disclaimer, this video will be holding a ton of speculation, theorizing, and assumptions for the sake of argument. I am not claiming that any of my conclusions are in fact true, just stating them as a possibility for this upcoming season. But before we get into some of the theories, let's establish some of the facts. Now, in Season 15, we saw that there are two elements that did not come from the first ninjutsu master, but instead came from Wojira. People have argued that these two abilities are water and wind, but I personally do not think that's correct. Water, of course, is correct, that's obvious, but wind is the element of the dragons. If you think back to Season 9, the Iron Baron and his followers were actually hunting down a wind dragon with the force assistance of the ninja's powers.
Wind dragon, a good sized one too.
Therefore, I believe that the two elements that did not come from the first ninjutsu master are water and storm. With that out of the way, let's actually get into the theory. As we saw in Promobricks 2022 season article leak, it said that besides the 5 ninja, there would be 5 other people who would be joining the ninja team in this new fight against evil. These characters would be Wu, Nia, Garmadon, Skylar, and the paperboy Nelson. Now, my first reaction to Nelson was, what the heck is he doing on this list? Little Nelson, who was first introduced in Season 6, will be joining the team in Season 16, 10 seasons later. But if you recall from an early video I posted a few days ago, I speculated on who our little Nelson might really be. Nelson is the elemental master of storms. Now, as I said earlier, this video will be full of speculation and theorizing, so do not expect any of this to be actual fact. It is just a theory, but theories are just so fun, so let's just jump right into it. Now, I have a few reasons for why Nelson could become the next elemental master, and the first clue is color. The show has always joked around about the ninja being color-coded, but each of their colors are actually a symbol of their element. Lloyd is green for green energy, Kai is red for fire, Zane is white for ice and snow, you guys get the idea. So, why shouldn't that same concept be used on someone like Nelson? Now, we see that the lightning from Wojira is a purplish pink color that is very different from the lightning that Jay, the master of lightning, actually creates. Jay's lightning is blue, and so is his suit. Nelson's outfit is purple, similar to the color of Wojira's lightning. Now, I know you guys will probably say in the comments that Wojira's lightning is more pink than purple, but for the sake of argument, I simply ask you to withhold your disbelief for now. So, this similar coloring, not exact, but similar, between Wojira's lightning and Nelson's color of choice is our first clue that there is more behind this young paperboy. The second clue I decided on was personality. Similar to how the ninja's color choice represents their element, their personality also reflects their powers. Cole is the elemental master of Earth, and throughout the series, we see Cole as the solid foundation of the team. As Wu said,
Black Ninja is Cole, solid as rock, master of Earth.
Kai obviously represents his element very well with his hot temper, and Nia represents her element by being able to adapt very well to different situations and circumstances. Even when she struggled to become an elemental master in the first place, over time, she was able to conquer it, just as Wu said.
To become water, you must find its qualities within yourself. Over time, it's strong enough to carve this rock. Or if I use my cup to stop its flow, it can adapt.
Now, look at Nelson. He is shown to be a sort of adventurous risk-taker, injuring himself on many occasions. Even with his young boy sweetness, he is a bit chaotic. Just as chaotic as a storm? Storms can be often dangerous, crazy, and, well, chaotic. Nelson's personality seems to show this aspect as well, hinting again at his undiscovered powers. Now, my third clue to Nelson's untapped power is actually Wu himself. In Season 11, Nelson meets Wu to warn him about what's happening below the monastery down in Ninjago City. In this conversation, Wu tells Nelson that he reminds him of a previously young student of his, Lloyd. Now, we can easily dismiss this fact and say, oh, Wu just said that because both characters, Lloyd and Nelson, have very good and golden hearts. Okay, but I refuse to accept this as the only explanation. What if Wu saw a power inside Nelson, just as he had seen in Lloyd throughout his original training? He seemed to be really taken aback and shocked when he saw Nelson, and that can't just be because he was surprised that Nelson came to tell him about the bad news. What if Wu recognized Nelson to be a descendant of an elemental master? Now, I can understand, I can accept that this clue is a bit far-fetched, but it doesn't hurt to think about it. Wu's reaction to Nelson was a bit strange, and I just kind of wondering why. Another small clue to Nelson being an elemental master or an elemental holder is the fact that he's been trying to train himself to be a ninja for several years. And when, in Season 6, the 6 ninja were generally impressed with his ninja skills in the wheelchair. This is not a very big clue, but it is very interesting. Okay, on to my final point here on this video. I present a reason why making Nelson an elemental master of storms could actually work for the season. Everyone's been wondering how Nia will actually be able to return as Samurai X if she was already established that there is no way to turn her back into human form. What if Nelson could be the answer? As was already established earlier, there were 2 major elemental powers in Ninjago before the first Spinjitzu Master showed up, these being water and storm. What if the reason Nia cannot turn herself back to human form is because she is only half of the equation? Just as both the water amulet and the storm amulet were needed to reawaken Mujira, perhaps both the water and storm elements must be present in order to reverse the effects of Nia becoming one with her element. This storyline would give Nelson a crucial role and purpose throughout the entire 16th season as he learns to control his power and bring Nia back from the sea. But of course, this is all just a theory, but a fun one at that. Our little Nelson becoming the powerful elemental master of storms. With that sums up this video and my little theory. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and be sure to place your own thoughts about Nelson's return in Season 16 down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in my next video.